Hello. Oh, wait. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Reese sang great. That, that's all I can say. Reese sang great. In honor of Reese, I got Reese peanut butter cup. It's sugar free. Is there a chase going on? Because if there is, I want to cover it. Maybe it's over. I don't know. Let's see. It's on KCAL, right? KCAL 9. Okay, what do we got? Oh, wait. What the heck? Yike, I didn't want to do that. How come it's like that? That's not what I want. How do I get out of that? There we go. Okay. Oh, dude. Hello, little Linda. There's a chase. It's on KCAL 9. Let me see. KCAL 9. Los Angeles. Okay. Is it breaking news? Where's the chase? Where is the chase? Local news, Los Angeles. Is it still going? Wait, I can't see. Okay. Live. How do I get this? Is it this one? CBS News Los Angeles. I want CBS News. Wrong one. Los Angeles. I want Detroit. I'm getting Mark Garagos, a lawyer. Why isn't it CBS? Come on. How do I get it? Channel 9. KCAL. Breaking. What? Oh, wait. KCAL no, News. Shows. Where is it? I can't find it. Darn it. News? LA News. Okay. There we go. Oh, man. Is it over? Is it over now? Must be. Fox 11 has it. Is it over yet? It's still going on. Okay. Fox? Okay, we'll try that one. Fox 11. Fox Los Angeles. Okay, KTTV. Fox 11. It's still going on, right? Okay, I get this. This does not let me do this, sucker. Darn it. They're showing something else. This sucks. Wait, this sucks. Fox is on scene with a police chase. Oh man, it's not working for me. I got something else going on. Live. I, I can't get it. I don't know why. Still going. I'm having a shrimp on Monday at Cracker Barrel. ABC has it. Fox 11 has it. Still going on. Fox 11 is not showing me. Oh wait. Oh, wow. Oh wow. It's showing me something else. I mean, Chase. Darn it. This shouldn't be. Okay, let's see what they got. No, it's not doing it for me. ABC has it. Let me try ABC. Still going. Okay. ABC, I'll try that one. ABC. Eyewitness News. They got it. Nope. They're showing other things. Even on ABC. This sucks. I'm not getting it. Wait, let me see something. Still going? Let's see. Still going. Ah, Lawyer Lee. Oh, ABC. Okay. How come there's no sound? Still going? Or is this a replay? I don't hear anything. Oh, there we go. I think I had my earphones on. That's not good. But I still don't hear nothing. Is this live? Send me a link. So I'm not getting it. Because I'm not getting sound out of it. Little Linda, send me a link. Here. I'll link you up. Send me a link. Hello, Jose Almonte. How'd you find my channel? It's live right now. They have no audio. Oh, why? That's no good. They don't have audio at all, period. Shh. How cheesy is that? Wait, okay, here's channel 7. They don't have audio. I can hear the helicopter. That's all I hear. Okay, let's share it out. Here we go. Share it out. There's no audio. Okay, this is it right here. Share. Okay, it's on share. All right, let's get it with no sound then, I guess. Is anyone covering it with sound? Dang. Okay. They had audio view. Well, we're watching it now. It's still going on. Can you guys hear me? Hello, Jason P. No, there's no sound on this sucker. They're not giving it to me. Yeah, I finished. I always finish what they get. Hello, Miss Stephanie from Oi Land. Jason P, aren't you from Australia? Hey, just passing through. All right, Jason P. Darn. All we're getting is no sound out of it. I can hear the helicopter sound. Sorry you haven't been feeling good, Lucky Chuck. I hope you get better. Still no sound. Jason P, good to see you. I'm covering this right now. He's slowing down. Look at the onlookers. Wow. Yeesh. There he goes. He's going slow. It's a slow speed chase.
Oh, boy.
Oh, finally. I heard the helicopter pilot, or whatever the guy's, Chris Christie, I think it is, covering it. Bridgegate.
Yep. We're ready.
They're ready. Okay, good. Awesome. This is great. I love slow speed chases. Come on, make it a long chase, though, not a short, dippy one. He's still going. They could do a spike strip on this guy. Or gal. I don't know which.
Well, a little bit of a change of events here, David, as this guy has apparently taken us all the way down to the 105 on Broadway, and suddenly, after taking his time getting from West LA through downtown all the way down, paralleling the 110 freeway on Broadway, he has now decided to turn around, make a U-turn, and we are now going northbound on Broadway as we continue this joyride through the streets of LA. Northbound Broadway at Century now. LAPD Olympic Division units still in pursuit. They have been for the better part of the last hour or so, and now he is making a turn away from the freeway. That's going to be a right eastbound turn off of Broadway onto Century Boulevard. The driving has been extremely slow for as long as we have been over it. We'll see if that changes, but again, this is believed to be an armed robber behind the wheel, a robbery suspect behind the wheel. There were 3 passengers at the beginning of the pursuit. 2 passengers were dropped off. They are in police custody and are cooperating apparently with LAPD. Now he has come to another sudden stop here. He's occasionally encountered traffic. He's been pretty much going with the flow of traffic, stopping for many of the traffic signals, red lights, stop signs, really obeying most of the rules here, but continuing this game of cat and mouse with those Olympic Division units. We've counted a total of 5 units behind him. LAPD's airship continuing to orbit overhead. They are continuing to order him to pull over. However, he has yet to do so. As you can see, he's continuing to travel at just under the speed limit here, coming up on Wall Street along Century Boulevard here in LAPD's Southeast Division.
Going so slow.
It really is anybody's guess, guys, as to how this is going to end. He just appeared up. Look at that driver's side door coming open for the first time. Suspect at a complete stop. Driver's side door opened up momentarily. He has closed it. Units getting back in their vehicles.
Right?
They're going to take a look and make sure he's not dumping any weapons or dropping anything out of the vehicle. But right now, it looks like it was a false start. He basically popped open that driver's side door and then closed it, and now he continues. He's back on the move with traffic here, again, eastbound on Century Boulevard.
Wait, how do I get back to...
Yeah, they were ready to execute that felony stop. It does not sound like he communicated with them. You can see them now preparing once again. You'll see units kind of flank
Charlie,
both sides of his vehicle if they have the opportunity.
You're in Australia, right?
That LAPD unit now crossing over the double yellow lines just in case. They want to have visibility in that driver's side once he does open the door. But he is looks like he's just stopping for the red light, just basically continuing this joyride. And you just have to wonder at this point. It'll be interesting if there's any information from the passengers, if they have any idea how much gas they started with. I mean, are they dealing with a fresh tank of gas here, or is this guy going to start running on fumes soon? We just don't know, but maybe that's something that those passengers that he dropped off do know. You just don't know. It's always a possibility. One can hope anyways, right?
This is great. This is sugar-free.
No, in fact, he traveled in a straight line directly down Broadway. Didn't even turn off of Broadway. He traveled due south, paralleling the 110 freeway. He's not using Waze or Google Maps, because if he was going to come down here, you would take the freeway. The freeway is jammed. Broadway is wide open. He took full advantage of that and is sticking to the streets. Every time he's had an opportunity to get on the freeway, he has turned it down. He has made a very clear decision during this entire ordeal to stay on surface streets, and he's continuing to stick with that strategy. He's even had a little bit of an audience at certain parts of the neighborhood where you see people coming out and trying to catch some video of this pursuit, and he slowed down. At one point, he even came to a full stop in the middle of the intersection, posing for pictures, and then kept on going. You can see he's now picking up a little bit of speed. This is about as fast as we have seen him drive now in the entire time we've been watching. Now doing close to 40 miles per hour, still within the speed limit here. But again, at least he's showing signs of life here as he presses that gas pedal and uses up a little bit more fuel.
Muffled.
Armed robbery suspect wanted in connection with an armed robbery that we do not know when it occurred, but it was believed to have been committed with a handgun, that they were operating under the suspicion that that weapon was in the vehicle. We don't know if that weapon is still in the vehicle. They are treating it as such as far as we could tell, but that might be information that we've alluded to before. Maybe those passengers have information as to where that weapon is. Perhaps it's still in the vehicle, perhaps it's no longer in the vehicle, but those decisions, those details play a really big role into the decision-making process of law enforcement tactics, because LAPD will be much more hesitant to pit that vehicle if they know that that driver is armed. But again, ultimately it's up to the watch commander if he establishes any kind of a pattern, which he has yet to do.
Okay, this is LAPD.
This could be an optimal pursuit for a spike strip if they can get ahead of it. Right now, the turns that he has made appear to have been mostly random. In fact, I'm a little surprised that they didn't try it on Broadway, because he was basically traveling in a straight line. They may not have had units in position, but in any event, he's now made another random turn, again southbound off of Century onto Central Avenue. You can see the full pursuit package, a primary unit, a secondary unit, and all of those backup units now catching up as they continue southbound on Central Avenue, making that right turn with him. And now he's continuing to get closer to the 105 freeway, which is what we were looking at a little bit earlier, but then he made a random U-turn and decided to turn around. But now he is again going southbound, this time on Central Avenue, closer to Watts.
Hey, Morpheus.
Yes.
Oh, I'm reading chat from another channel.
How much? Copy. Air 7 News Desk, you up? We're at about 45 minutes. 45 minutes of fuel. What if we just can we go west? Because he's going west. Can we go on the south side of the 105?
Yeah, well, Charlie, I cover them when I'm available.
Copy. Coming up on the 110. Under the 110. Go ahead, Jay. That's correct. Yeah, a little bit of a long shot here. We have to remain south of the 105 freeway to give those airliners landing their wide berth, and you can see he's now coming up on Figueroa. He has just gone underneath the 110 freeway on 108th Street. He is traveling, Mark, at a virtual snail's pace here as he continues kind of the same behavior that we have seen over the course of this pursuit, not going anywhere fast, still refusing to pull over, but really making this more of a long, drawn-out joyride as he enjoys his final moments of freedom here. Again, there were 3 people inside the vehicle originally. 2 of them have been dropped off and are in police custody, and it looks like he may be at a stop here just to the east of Figueroa Street. Unfortunately, from our vantage point, we cannot get a good visual at this juncture. If he gets a little bit closer to Figueroa, which is lined with those palm trees there north to south, that's Fig, and he's going to come right through the middle of the shot here if he's still moving. There he is. There he is, right down 108th, continuing right through Figueroa. He's been basically obeying red light and stop sign that we have seen for the most part, but again, he's still refusing to yield here as this armed robbery suspect continues this chase, Mark. They are in police custody. We understand there were 3, I believe 3 people altogether, including the driver. So he's dropped off 2. We have every indication that he is alone now inside that car. Very difficult to tell. As you can tell, this is an older model Ford Focus, but the windows are very heavily tinted, and since we've been over it, we have not gotten a good shot of the driver himself. So we really don't even have a description of this driver yet, but he's now coming up on Hoover Street, which is a street that he was already on earlier in this pursuit, probably close to 45 minutes ago at one point, maybe even a little bit longer than that now. He was on Hoover Street. So now he's kind of back in the southwest area, although he was much further north when he was on Hoover earlier. We are much further south now. It'll be interesting to see if they know or have any indication as to where he resides. Where is he from? The most likely they probably do have that information, and I just wonder if it's in this area. But right now we have covered a lot of real estate as long as we've been over this. I mean, starting in West LA, all the way along Washington, into downtown LA, into Southeast LA, all the way down to the 105 here. As you mentioned, we went through Watts briefly, and he is now just north of the 105 freeway on 108th Street, and he's now going through Hoover, not making the turn this time, going directly west on 108th Street. No, hardly. I mean, at many points he's been going below the speed limit. You know, it tells you something about his state of mind, but it doesn't tell you exactly what his state of mind is, if that makes any sense. You know, we don't know if he's under the influence or what is going through his head. But as you mentioned, he's not super agitated. He's not really desperate to get away. Most likely he's content with the inevitable outcome of being taken into custody. Whether he gives up peacefully or not is another question. Whether he tries to run and hide, anybody's guess. But you know, when we see these slow speed pursuits, 9 times out of 10 they generally end with a surrender, because the suspect has a pretty good understanding of how his day is going to end. And so he's basically along for the joyride here, and we're along for the ride with him as LAPD units continue now northbound on Vermont Avenue. So making our way through South Central here, northbound on Vermont this time, coming up on Century. You'll remember just a few minutes ago we were on Century Boulevard. We'll see if he goes through it. Looks like he's going to go straight through it once that light turns green. I'm just looking for any sign, any signal of a pattern, and we have not seen that, because if we see a pattern, then you'll see them start to set up for those spike strips. We now have an additional unit in the pursuit. I count a total of,
7.
looks like 7 units. 7 units right behind him. The LAPD airship still following overhead here. There are additional units in the background there, maybe getting ready on Century just in case he makes that turn. That would be something to look for if he was to make a turn, but it looks to my eye that he's going to go straight through the intersection here. No, and that would be nice to know at this point. We don't know if it happened today, if it's a crime that happened in another date, in another jurisdiction. We don't have any of those details, unfortunately. But the bright side is that there's a good likelihood law enforcement at this point probably does have all of that information, and all of that information is surely playing into their decisions here.
This is Los Angeles.
No, all of the information we're getting is just what we're observing by the behavior behind the wheel. The behavior of that vehicle is really all we have to go on. With those tinted windows, very limited visibility in there. Even law enforcement most likely dealing with that same challenge because it's just one of those situations. I mean, they really are just basically following along. This is a slow speed chase that has already gone on well over an hour at this point. I think we're clocking it at about roughly 75 minutes at this point. And Lord knows it can continue like this for another hour or two. It just depends on how much gas is left in the gas tank and how much stamina he has left to carry this on. But he is enjoying the ride at many points, stopping for pictures as some folks come out to get a little bit of video of this pursuit as it makes its way through the neighborhood here. We have now fully done an entire loop. He's really gone up and down the streets of Southeast LA. Now we're in Southwest LA. He's continuing northbound on Vermont. All of the turns that we have seen him make, Mark and Giovanna, have apparently been very random turns. There is no clear destination that he has in mind here. He's not aiming for any specific neighborhood. He's basically just taking these officers for a ride.
Wow. Hello, big white horse.
Well below the speed limit right here. Yeah, this is probably, I mean, this is Vermont Avenue, probably a 35, 40 mile per hour at max, but he's doing about 20, if that.
Wow.
That is true. That is exactly right. If they have confirmation that there is a weapon in that vehicle, they are much less likely to execute a pit maneuver. Also, if he's going too slow, a pit maneuver would have limited effect. He has to be going. There's a real sweet spot for those pit maneuvers, and if he's really just crawling along like he seems like he is, even a pit maneuver is a little tenuous, but certainly an option that they have if they have clearance to do so. But I think at this point, it's safe to assume they are continuing to treat this driver as an armed suspect. That's right, and a little more traffic as we make our way through Vermont here. However, a lot of that traffic seems to be coming the opposite direction. As you notice, he is coming or going away from Air 7, away from our camera. We are holding right south, just south of the 105 freeway. Again, as he makes his way through South LA, he's going to go right under LAX's approach path here. So we are going to position ourselves directly over Vermont Avenue and keep this shot as long as we can. Our second helicopter is actually aiming towards the north side of LAX, and you'll soon have a shot of him coming towards the camera as he approaches Slauson Avenue. That'll be coming up in just another few minutes or so. But right now, he's at a red light here. That's going to be northbound Vermont, somewhere in the 60s, I want to say, maybe a little higher than that. Coming to a stop here, again, continuing to obey all of those red lights.
I'm not asleep. I'm watching this right now. Just not making any noise. So I want to hear the helicopter pilot. I'm still awake. I'm watching. Jeez. Can you guys hear me? You guys can't hear me? Hello? Is my mic working? Hello? Okay. Thank you. I'm just watching this. I'm not sleeping. I love these police chases. Oh, I can hear it. You guys can hear. The helicopter pilot's not talking.
I've been looking for that, Mark. I've been looking for that. It seems like they would have had an opportunity to do that, but it does not appear that they are doing that. It looks like they're only following from behind. They're applying plenty of pressure here. They're right on his tail. There was no attempt to even give him much distance to play with here. In fact, it looks like one of those units just pulled up along his left flank as he comes up on another red light here. But you're right, Vermont is relatively lightly traveled, at least the northbound side is. But there are no units ahead of him. Right now, he is at the mercy of rush hour traffic, which thankfully is a bit light on a Friday afternoon. Very little foot traffic to speak of as well. So as you mentioned, as long as these conditions persist, they have a lot more options at their disposal, and they have the luxury of time on their side, because while he will eventually run out of gas, there are plenty of units to continue this pursuit no matter how long or where he ends up. And so it's really a matter of time. Again, it's a luxury for law enforcement. Time is always on the side of law enforcement, especially LAPD in this particular situation. They're just going to go along for the joyride. It really is what it is. It's really hard to see any other motivation at this point. It just seems like he's just taking his sweet time before he finally comes to a stop. Oh, most likely they have all of that information, but they're not. They've made the decision that they're going to continue to apply pressure here. That this, unless the driving changes, if this becomes a wild pursuit and the chase just becomes too dangerous to keep up with, then they will keep the helicopters up, and at some point they will catch up with him, whether it's whether he comes to a stop or goes home or whatever the case may be. But in this situation, for whatever reason, they are not doing that. They are keeping all of those units engaged. They are right on his tail, and the slow speed and the safe driving that we're seeing just gives them every reason to continue to do that. As long as they can apply pressure and be ready when he does come to a stop, that is the best for everybody, including the general public. Behind the building, he's just shy of Fig, still just shy of Fig, just to the west of Fig. But that would be a full circle that he's completed here in a few minutes now if he continues through Figueroa, because he's basically made his way all the way down Broadway, basically all the way west to Vermont, up Vermont, and then making that right turn all the way back to Fig. So he's really done a wide circle here. Again, very random, I would guess. Is almost no other way to slice it. I mean, he's just really making this up as he goes along. Maybe he's generally more comfortable with this general vicinity in South LA. But again, this all started in West LA, which leads you to wonder, again, going back to your original question mark, where did that robbery occur? Where did that original crime transpire? And what details are they working with down there that's leading them to continue this pursuit?
Wow. Wow.
Do we know where he is, or do we lose him?
They don't know where he
He's
is.
still stopped? Yeah. No, he's still on, what is that, 62nd? He's on gauge, okay. Eastbound gauge. Coming up on Fig. Another block that way. Bingo. See, this one, that one's going to be Fig. There we go. Perfect. Perfecto. I'm wondering about that too, to be honest. Compressor stall? What is that? Yeah. All good.
They can't find him.
Picking up speed. We've got. He's picking up speed. He's going that way. We can go west. I mean east. No. Yeah.
That's the most I've ever seen. 7 LAPD cars in a row.
Might turn north on Avalon.
This is like a needle in a haystack. What video are you looking at, little Linda? Let me see if I can get it. Oh, shoot. No, I can't.
And they're not calling it out. I do have it up though. No, I mean on the scanner. Okay, copy. But yeah, it's not a.
Okay, hold on.
About 5 to 10.
What's that noise? Wait, got him? Okay, hold on. Oh, wow. Well, they found him. Well, that's not it. This is it. There we go. I think that's when you want it.
Northbound Avalon at 41st.
This is it, right? Still going. There's a scooter kid. He stopped.
He's going to use the turn lane here. Let's see if he turns. Yep, he's going to make a turn, westbound turn.
There he is, turning. This is getting good. He still hasn't run out of gas yet.
And right through the green light. We have westbound Jefferson now.
Is this live? Yes or no?
He's going to turn. Let's hold here. He's going to go north.
It's getting ready to turn.
Northbound turn here on Main Street.
There he goes. They got him. They're going to get him. Are they sure they got the right guy?
Northbound Main Street from 30th, continuing to drive at normal speeds.
Wow. It's only going 20 miles an hour.
Coming up on Adams.
Adams.
And through Adams.
Through Adams.
In a short distance, we'll be back into the high rises in downtown LA if he stays on Main Street here.
He's going to stay on this street and go into a high rise to ditch the cops. They should pit him. Don't you think?
Using the double yellow, so we haven't seen that. Gets into the turn pocket. We'll see if he turns. This will be Washington. If he turns left, it'll be heading back towards the area where this pursuit started. The pursuit was on Washington Boulevard for a time when it first started, but west of here. So the driver could be going back to that familiar area here in a short distance. It looks like he's going to stay in that turn pocket, so we'll be likely turning westbound on Washington. And now stuck at the light. Okay.
They're at a standstill. Oh, no. Oh, good. What's he saying?
Should be just under an hour.
Under an hour.
And here's the westbound turn on Washington.
It's a long chase. It's kind of what I like. Right, little Linda? Oh, getting sleepy. It's a long
Continuing
chase.
westbound on Washington, heading back towards where this pursuit started, near the Pico Union area.
Right near Dodger Stadium. You want to go to the Dodger game? Can't find the direction. Are you guys even around? Or not? How come you're not talking? Ah. There he goes.
Westbound Washington approaching the 110 freeway, just south of the 10.
Oh, man. Dude. Oh, he slipped away. No, he didn't. He's still going. He's going to ditch the car.
Well, once again, thank you for joining us on the web. This is Gil Davis over a pursuit here in Sky 5. We are westbound on Washington, passing under the 110 freeway. That's the vehicle in question. Armed robbery suspects, LAPD Olympic Division pursuit. There's about 7 units that have been in pursuit of this vehicle since it started well over an hour ago. It started in the Pico Union area.
It's a nice long
and
one, isn't
moved
it?
its way down into South
Seattle
LA.
Beauty.
Down Broadway, it went west at one point, up Vermont, and now crossing under the 10 freeway. So we'll have the vehicle entering the area where this pursuit started here, just a short distance. And there it is coming out of the other side. Interestingly enough, stopping behind a bus. It's got lanes there that are open. It's been a slow speed chase, stopping at every signal that's red. Really hasn't tried to evade officers really at all. Here's a right-hand turn northbound. This is on Union, so we had this pursuit here before. Union and Washington, Union. Well, Union Street multiple times. Here is a left-hand turn back into the area. So we got people on the street there waiting for them. '18th and Union, we did hear the pursuit came on this street at least once, if not more. And now he might be pulling over. This might be it. He's pulling into a driveway here.
No, that's the end, I think. Maybe we'll do a rope-a-dope. An okey-doke.
LAPD units there waiting for it. Windows still up. They were waiting here. You see that unit on the bottom left was in that alleyway. A gun's drawn now. It's a felony stop. Nope, look at that. He's going to go. And he goes on.
He stopped for rest.
Oh, he's going to go through a stop sign there. That's the first time we've seen any kind of erratic driving southbound here on Burlington into a parking lot maybe, or an alleyway.
He's going to an alley.
Now the pursuit's starting to pick up. He's going to go northbound in another alley here.
He's trying to ditch the car, I bet.
It appeared that that house might be a house that the suspect lives in. He's going pretty fast in that alleyway. He's going to come out here in just a second on a street. He's got a kind of blocked in by that van. That van is not knowing what's going on.
Oh my! He almost crashed through
the LAPD there, and they're trying to move out of the way. And they do. He's going to pop back out on Venice Boulevard. We heard this pursuit on Venice before. He's going eastbound on Venice, and across the street he's going to go northbound. eastbound
Oh,
turn off of
man.
Burlington. Coming out southbound turn back at us. He's going to be Union here at 14th. Hey, Booth. Minute and a half, thank you. Venice and Union. Thank you, Sandra and Micah. We got a little bit of exhaust in the shot here. We're going to try to correct that. You see the vehicle stop there at this light. And southbound through the intersection. Okay. And he's going to turn down 18th again.
Oh, man.
Here's that house again, the driveway again, and okay.
They stopping.
Mike and Sandra here at 18th and just west of Union, you can see LAPD in a felony stop situation here. The vehicle has stopped here. This is the second time in the last couple minutes, and look, someone's coming out there, walking away from the vehicle. Let me see if they're going after him. No, they're not. He's going to go towards this vehicle. I didn't see if that person came out of that vehicle or approached the vehicle, but at this point, they are stopped here. They just did this about 4 minutes ago. Pulled into this, or pulled towards this driveway. There was an LAPD unit across the street waiting for the vehicle. So this might be a home where the suspect lives. They drove off once they decided that that wasn't going to work for them. Drove around the block basically, and now have come back here and stopped once again. So we'll see what the that person on the sidewalk's doing. They're throwing something on the roof. Not sure what that's about, but again, they're moving into the vehicle now. They have eyes on that guy, and they're going to, well, let's see what they're doing here. They might be doing oh, they're going to look at, well, we're going to look at the car here. They're going to try to break the window of the vehicle. The vehicle, driver not trying to go. That might have been the keys to the vehicle that they threw on the roof there, and now they're trying to break out the windows, so we'll see. Boy. Can you go forward a little bit?
Got their man.
That's good. Yeah, definitely. I didn't really see how that happened. It might have come out of the passenger side, but it looked like he may have thrown the keys on the roof there. He's struggling a little bit with the officers, and he's putting up a little bit of a fight. Yep. No, you know what? They walked up to the car pretty confidently, tried to break the windows out because the driver apparently locked it, and no one else coming out of the vehicle. So we thought as many as 3 still in the vehicle, but it looks like they could have gotten out at some point. We had to pull away from the pursuit quite a distance, so for a short time we lost visual on the pursuit. So I don't know if anyone jumped out at that point, but it looked like at the end here, just the driver getting out and throwing the keys on the roof, and then laying down and surrendering, and they're taking him into custody. Thank you. Thank you.
Hmm. Wow. Good. No moss. They got their man. Oh, I can get out of here. Whoa. Whoa. How did I get back in there? There we go. Real exciting, Mike. I love that police chase. That was awesome. Don't you think? That was so cool. You know? It was real good. Because it took them a long time. Oh, that was fun. Anyway, I got a headache from watching that thing. How'd you like it, little Linda? She left. Darn. All my people have left. What's up with that? I wonder what is the max for felony fleeing in California. I don't know. If you have 3 felony strikes, that you go to prison, man. Cell duty's here. Thank you. You ain't got the sentence you're born with. I've seen worse. Not many though. I'm here too. Oh, Miss Stephanie's still here. Where's Lucky Chuck? He got bored. He doesn't like police chases. maybe I'll show replays of police chases. Like Mikey and Ralph do. What Mikey and Credence, like when Mikey and Credence do it. You get 20 lashes with a wet noodle. Non-stop police chases. Fire Eye from England. It's the Banana Man. Right on, dude. It's 7 o'clock already? Crap. I can't believe it. See one police chase, you've seen them all. I love the police chases. That was a long one, and I like the long ones better than the short ones. The short ones that peter out so soon, they suck. This was a long one. Past bedtime. It is. I'm going to go. I'm tired. I hit the old pillow right now. It's past my bedtime. Guys, take care. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. I loved it because it was long. It was a long one, and we probably won't have any more police chases for a couple of days. It's past my bedtime. I watched an awesome channel, Axon. Real LA stuff. If it wasn't for police chase, I would have never met Mikey. That's true. Yeah. Bye, guys. God bless. Thank you for coming. Gonna leave now. Back tomorrow.